Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm doing another quick weekly recap of MMO news and announcements for the week ending March 27th. And as you can see from the video playing in the background, the first piece of news that we're going to take a look at has to do with Black Prophecy. And the news is that Black Prophecy is actually out into open beta in Europe, so as of March 21st, anyone in Europe can play Black Prophecy openly. However, those in North America have to wait just a tad bit longer. Now, for those that don't know what Black Prophecy is, it's a 3D sci-fi themed action MMORPG by Gamigo, and the game is supposed to play a lot like EVE Online, except with a more emphasis on action rather than point-and-click style gameplay. Black Prophecy features modular spaceship design, space combat, tactical battles, and PvP. And one thing that looks really cool about the game is the really high-end graphics. I mean, it's a free-to-play game with really solid graphics. The next piece of news, guys, also on March 21st, Lord of the Rings Online launches Update 2, which is the second major update since the game went free to play. And the new patch continues the epic story Volume 3, Book 3, Echoes of the Dead. Also, the new patch includes new instance clusters with new tiers of difficulty and challenge modes, the annual Spring Festival, new skirmishes, and updates to legendaries, monster play, and the game's interface. The new instance clusters adds 5 new instances to the game: Northcotton Farm, the town of Stoneheight, the Lost Temple, Glacier Fortress, and Ostdunhof. The last one being a 12-man raid. For those playing Lord of the Rings Online, definitely check out the game's changelog because there's tons of little changes that you want to stay on top of. Next up, guys, also on March 21st, a small update for Voyage Century Online, also called Bounty Bay Online in Europe. And this small update for Voyage Century Online is that the game is adding a new Tower Rush mode, which is basically an instance where players have to protect against waves and waves of enemies. Now, gameplay-wise, Voyage Century Online looks and plays a lot like Uncharted Waters Online. It's the only other naval MMORPG out there. Now, after players beat 28 groups of enemies, they have to fight a final boss to finish the instance. The next bit of news, guys, comes on March 23rd, and the news is that Avalon Heroes released a brand new underwater map, as well as transitioning 4 heroes in the game, which were previously only available through cash shop monies, to Aran, which is the currency you get for playing the game. Now, the new map is called Spiral Underwater Labyrinth, and it allows up to 8 players on the map at once. Now, the new heroes which can be purchased with Aran, the in-game currency, are Guy, Legena, Aprasis, and Superkim. Spoilers, there's no way I pronounced that correctly. And in case you haven't heard of Avalon Heroes, it's a multiplayer online battle arena style game. Up next, guys, on March 24th comes a small patch for Minifighter Online, which makes the game more free to play than ever. Now, this patch adds a new currency to the game called Gold, which can also be earned alongside your regular in-game currency, which was called Mifa. Now, Gold in the game is earned simply by playing the game alongside with the regular currency and can be used to purchase special costumes, pets, and character cards. Now, basically what this patch really does is it allows free-to-play users to get some of the cash shop stuff in the game without actually paying for it by simply playing and earning it in-game. Now, Minifighter Online itself is published by a company called Netmarble and is a 2D side-scrolling fighting MMO with MMORPG elements. Next, guys, on March 24th, Crossfire launches its spring update to the game, which adds new items as well as a new map to the game. The new map in the game is called Maul, which has both the mutation and hero modes available. The new items available in the spring update include the M4A1 Spring and the new Spring Grenade, as well as the Mauser 1896 handgun. None of which you'll be seeing in this video because this is actually the official launch trailer for Crossfire. In celebration of the new spring update patch, players can enjoy a 10% boost to GP this weekend, which is basically over now. Up next, guys, on March 24th, Vindictus Episode 6 is now live. In North America, that is. Unfortunately, there is still no EU release date. The Episode 6 update adds a new town of Rochester, where a new branch of the game's storyline will evolve. Other updates include a new PvP duel mode in the game, which allows players to challenge each other inside of a dungeon, and a new expertise skill, which allows players to craft items in cooking, weaponsmithing, sewing, goldsmithing, platesmithing, and armorsmithing. Players can also transform into a powerful light paladin or a dark paladin after reaching a certain point in the game's story. Lastly, a major component of Episode 6 is the increased level cap to 70. Also, in case you're wondering, this video itself is not the official Vindictus Episode 6 video, it is the Episode 4 video, because there is no Episode 6 video. Up next, guys, this bit of news actually on March 23rd, which I probably should have mentioned earlier. Area Games is set to release a new content update for Last Chaos, which includes a new gameplay system and combat patch. And the new gameplay systems really revolve around the expansion of Akon Temple, which will see new monsters as well as new drops in the area. The patch will also add the new lockup ball system, which gives players a chance to use tokens to win rare items in-game. The last gameplay-related system change with this patch is the reformed Castle Siege, a new and improved Castle Siege that guilds can participate in on a weekly basis. Now, what's improved about the Castle Siege? I'm not exactly sure because it wasn't mentioned. Well, guys, that's it for MMO news, but as for upcoming games, we got nada. But as for games that just recently launched, we got Pockie Ninja, which on March 25th, 2011, went into open beta. And as you can see, it looks like a 2D browser-based fighting MMO, though it looks more turn-based than actual action-y. The game is of course free to play, but is published by a company called Games 321, which is the same company behind Fairy Story Online. The game itself features many popular anime characters from shows like Naruto as well as Bleach. There will be 5 events going on during beta, which are definitely worth checking out if you're playing Pockie Ninja. Now, I've never actually played the game myself, but the game's name does sound pretty awesome, Pockie Ninja. Anyway guys, that's it for MMO news and announcements for the week ending March 27th, 2011. Now if you want to read about or learn more about any of the news mentioned in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/news. Or you can talk about the news in this video on MMOHut.com/forums. Oh my gods, I said something a little bit different. Anyway guys, this is Omer, signing off.